Before we start today's video, I wanted to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, MutPacks.com. You can click the link down below and open exciting packs, win tons of coins, and withdraw your account right away. You could use promo code SHOOT for 15% off. Lastly, when you sign up down below, you can get a free 10,000 coin pack as well. The list that I usually do every other Sunday, but yesterday being Christmas, we didn't get to do it. So the top 10 must-have cards in Madden is getting updated today on a Monday. And to start off at number 10, we do have Mr. Marvin Harrison. And Marvin Harrison is one that has been an absolute stud in this game for me. When you look at him, he comes with amazing speed. There's only 2 wide receivers in the game with 95 speed, and he is one of them. He comes with amazing catching stats too, 94 catching, 94 spec, and a 96 in traffic. And then when you look at the raw running, the medium is absurd. That's what has helped me so much in this game with corner routes against man coverage, whatever. Even the in-breaking routes, he's been amazing. And then when you guys look at his abilities, he gets 1 AP short in elite. Obviously, it's not the 0 like a Steve Smith or like a Cooper Kupp, but like a guy like Marvin Harrison, we're getting top end speed, top end stats with a solid height at 6 foot that you're not going to be really agging with. But the smaller guys seem to run routes better in this game. If you've played this game a lot, I feel like you truly know what I'm talking about. Against man coverage and next gen, the smaller guys separate a little bit better, and Marvin Harrison has done a lot of separating for me. This card's an animal. But number 9, I feel really weird putting him here. I wanted to find a running back to put in this list because I actually really do like the running backs a lot in this game. And Ken Walker, when I look at him, I think he is the best when you're looking at a non-theme team standpoint. You might want to go Marshawn Lynch, you might want to go Okoye, or even DeMarco Murray if you're in a Legends theme team. But like when I said, I think this card is even amazing on a Legends theme team because he's going to be tied with speed with your Legends running back anyways, because he is the fastest running back in the game, the only one with 95 speed. I love Ken Walker because he gets that 0 AP goal line back, the most underrated ability in the game right now. I absolutely love it. Throwing your opponent off. If you've been passing the entire game, you hit him with a random run inside the 5 in your normal formation, you're going to score. I like that ability more out of like a gun set than I do like an I form or like a goal line set. It's been amazing for me. You guys know I use Nick Chubb forever, and Ken Walker now gets it. I think Okoye gets it for 1 AP, but Ken Walker getting top end speed, top end stats, good catching, amazing trucking and break tackle stats, great change direction. He also is really small where he's going to fit through a lot of the holes as well. I love the small running backs. Barry Sanders is one of my favorites all year, and Ken Walker feels like kind of a newer Barry Sanders in the game. This dude's a beast. He broke away a lot of big runs and a lot of finishing scores in the 5-yard line. Number 8, we have Herman Moore, and Herman Moore is another wide receiver in the game with 95 speed. There's only 2, like I told you, and we have both of them on this list. I do think Herman Moore is the best wide receiver right now, although his abilities aren't that insane. I think his best ability is deep out elite for 1 AP. He doesn't get like a short in, a short out for discount, but I do feel like a guy with top end speed, top end height. He also runs routes amazing. I don't know if it's because he's one of the tall, well, like I told you guys, I like the shorter guys running routes. I don't know if Herman Moore runs it a little bit better because he weighs less, but when it comes to like a guy like Calvin and Herman, I feel like Herman's always made a little bit more separation for me because maybe he's 30 pounds lighter, but obviously after the catch reasons, he's going to be a little bit worse in that sense. But Herman Moore has been one that was amazing early on. He was the best wide receiver in the game when he got that legend drop earlier, and I feel like he's the best wide receiver in the game right now. He's a guy you could ag with. He's a guy that could bail you out with terrible throws because how tall he is. I love Herman Moore a lot in this game right now. So at number 7, we have a defensive tackle on this list. I think there's only ever been 2 defensive tackles ever on this list. I think last time it was Dexter Lawrence. Obviously, he's not up here anymore. It is now Warren Sapp. The defensive tackle position is actually kind of loaded right now, and Warren Sapp tops them all off at 87 speed. That's really good for a defensive tackle in the game as well, but that's not even what we're looking at. That's probably one of his worst stats on the board. He has 95 excel. That is better than Kenneth Walker we just showed you right there. 95 acceleration. He has 94 strength, 97 block shed. The power move's amazing. The finesse move's even above a 90. But the thing with the Warren Sapp that we love about him is his abilities. He gets 0 AP under pressure, and then in his last slide he gets 1 AP double or nothing. So you're getting 2 really good abilities for the combo of 1. And I know people are thinking like people use Fearless anyways. I truly have seen a lot of people go away from Fearless. I even saw people talking about it in my Tom Brady video yesterday that he has 97 throw under pressure, so people are going away from Fearless. You could have 99 throw under pressure if somebody has, if you could have 99 throw under pressure in your quarterback. If somebody has the under pressure ability, it's still going to make you throw under pressures. That's just how the game works. It's a very ability driven, and that's why people were even using Fearless last year when we had 99 Fearless that are throw under pressures in the game. You know what I mean? But Warren Sapp, a guy with a big build, amazing stats, amazing ability combo, he had to be on this list despite his D tackle position. So at number 6, we have Antonio Cromartie, and I absolutely hate this card. I hate playing against him. As you guys know, he gets one of the most annoying abilities in the game discounted. There's only 2 people in the game that get it for 2 AP. Ronnie Lott is the other one who kind of got snubbed from this list, but Cromartie right here gets Inside Shade for 2 AP. Yes, the most annoying ability in the game to play against. Even if you have short and elite, is still pretty annoying to play against. He comes with 95 speed right there, 90, or I don't know what I'm reading, 6'2" height as well. He comes with a great build. And then when you look at his stats, he has amazing man. The zone's even really good. The player X above 90 has really good press as well. But like I said, what you're really here for is that 2 AP Inside Shade. And he also does get medium route KO for 1 AP. And you could even, if you don't even use Inside Shade, he does get 0 AP Pick Artist as well. So this card is a really valuable card all across the board. Even if you're running zone, just switch over to that Pick Artist. But Cromartie, I hate playing against him. He kind of brought back that Inside Shade meta that we saw earlier in the year, and it's one of the most annoying metas to play against on offense. But Cromartie, I feel like, has to be up here because the man meta is so important. He has to be pretty high up on this list. So at number 5, I still do have Taysom Hill. And Taysom Hill, I feel like his value is way too insane to not be up on this list. 0 AP short and elite can save you so much AP on your wide receivers. It can save you AP to run offensive lineman abilities, more quarterback abilities, even stack your running back up. But Taysom Hill is one that I love in this game because of that. He's the only tight end in the game that gets short and elite. I know some people have been commenting that they like Tony Gonzalez more. I like Tony G more as the build player as well, but you guys know this game runs off abilities. He does get 1 AP short and elite when you power up Tony G, but I truly don't like, even when you look at it at a value standpoint, Tony G's nowhere near Taysom. I think he's like over $1 million to power up, and Taysom Hill's 400K. You could slap him up with the 0 AP, but we don't take value into an account. I still think Taysom's the best. You're still seeing all of the pros and all of the really good players still run Taysom Hill right now in the game because he saves ability. That's all that matters in this game, is saving AP. That is the biggest deal. I know he's 6'2". I know he can't air truck, but saving abilities will win you games. Simply. That's simply it. And he comes with top end speed at the tight end position. He comes with amazing stats. He's really good. Trust me. He runs routes like a wide receiver as well. So at number 4, we have Ted Hendricks. And Ted Hendricks, as you guys know, is basically just a user. I feel like it's really hard to put Ted out there if you're not really usering, because his stats are a little like clunky in a way. He doesn't have the best agility in the world. He doesn't have the best man coverage, so it's really hard to like let this guy free roam. So I do think Ted Hendricks is probably the best user in the game right now. He comes with 94 speed, amazing excel on the board as well. He comes with amazing stats in the pocket or in the box, as you guys can see down here. 91 block shed. He comes with 95 hit power. They even gave him 90 power movement and 92 finesse move, so he's built like a defensive lineman down here. And then he comes with amazing height at 6'7". I know he doesn't get the good abilities. I know he gets actually like really no good abilities at all. I think he gets deep route KO for 1 AP, but like 71 man coverage, you're probably not going to have Ted Hendricks in man coverage anyways at the end of the day. So Ted Hendricks, you're really probably just going to run 2 AP Pick Artist on him, or you could run the 3 AP Acro and just make him a godlike user. That's what I've been doing with him, at least. All right, boys, so at number 3, we do have Calvin Johnson, and Calvin Johnson is one that I have noticed to be an absolute animal for me out here in the game. You guys, I think he arguably could be one spot higher, but I think I would take the guy above him just a tiny bit more. But Calvin Johnson, 0 AP Pick Artist, absolutely amazing. He comes with 94 speed as well, 94 excel. I love the man coverage, the zone coverage as well. I like this card a little bit more than a guy like Ted because I feel like he's a little bit more valuable on the field. Ted, like I said, is really only a user. There's a lot of good users in the game right now, but Calvin Johnson, I feel like you could play at safety. You could even play at like the slot. You could play at corner. He has played absolutely amazing for me. If you watched the Tom Brady video yesterday, he did get mossed, although that was just a very unlucky Madden play. But other than that, Calvin Johnson has been an absolute animal for me. I love the 0 AP Pick Artist on him. I know he gets like deep out zone KO, I think, for 1 AP, or it might be the man one for 1 AP. I know he gets a really good 1 AP ability in the last slot as well. Calvin feels like a must-have in the game right now. But number 2, we do have Harold Carmichael, and as many of you guys know, this card is basically dirt cheap. You can get him for 400K. He quick sells for 350, so it's a 50K rental at the end of the day. He is my favorite corner in the game. 94 speed. He has 91 excel, but Let's be honest, boys. We saw Ed Too Tall Jones last year with the same height. His card is going to be an absolute game changer. I did get to use him for a couple games. I even played a bunch of house rules games yesterday at my family's house because my little cousins like to play Madden as well. And Harold Carmichael, he's a beast, man. 94 man coverage, 96 zone. If you drop him into any sort of flat, he basically guards 2 routes for you because how tall he is and how fast he can get to the other side. If you're in a Legends team, this guy will be 95 speed as well. He does get 0 AP tip drill, which is a solid ability for free. It's nothing insane, but it's a solid ability to have. He gets 1 AP, I think it's deep out zone KO as well, and then he gets 1 AP pick artist too. So Harold Carmichael, an absolute animal in this game. We better not be getting agged with this card. If we get agged with this card, we know offense is broken. And my number 1 must-have in the game right now is Julius Peppers. I think this is the most well-balanced card in the game right now on defense. I absolutely love that he is a guy that you could throw at user, you could throw him at corner, you could throw him at slot, you could throw him at free or strong safety. He could play every single position. Unlike Ted Hendricks, who's another 6'7" guy, like I said, his stats aren't good enough to where you can just swap him around everywhere. Julius Peppers is. This guy is amazing. He comes with 91 man too compared to Ted's 71. He comes with amazing zone, amazing hit power as well. I know the play rec at 87 is not that high, but most people I talk to are using the purple in the zone or even the gold in the zone, which would easily get this guy above 90 anyway, so that's really good for you right there. And when you come down here, he does come with 90 finesse move, 87 block shed. I know it's not as high, but you're probably going to be running Peppers up top versus in the box. You could use him in the box, but even when I've used him in the box, he's been a lot better than most safeties down there anyways, despite his stats not being above 90 in that block sheds category. But Julius Peppers, I feel like, is an absolute must-have right now in the game. Definitely my number 1 DB right now. All right, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below how many cards you have off this list. I think I have around 5 or 6. I have sold a little bit of them because the market's really high, but I do plan on picking a lot of these guys back up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.